And Collison can't beat the buzzer. Shot clock violation. You're in the Ford Center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The NCAA tournament second round, West Region, second seed Kansas, 10th seed Arizona State. Thursday round one, KU beats Utah State. Arizona State took care of Memphis. With Jay Billis and Dwayne Ballin, Kevin Harlan with the Sun Devils, a team that finished fourth in the Pac-10 conference at 11-7. Knight to Millage, and a screen by Diago. And outside for Knight. And a foul on Graves as Diago has the rebound fall in his hands.
Foul number 52, Jeff Graves, Kansas.
And for our audience just joining us, Ike Diago, the Pac-10 Freshman of the Year, with Sean Redditch, Tommy Smith, Kyle Dodd, and Curtis Millage the other day missed a triple-double by 1 assist. They go inside Kansas with Nick Collison, Langford, Miles, Heinrich with the ball, and Jeff Graves down low. This is the All-America Collison, and Langford working on Redditch.
Kansas got into its running game early, and that's really a key for the Jayhawks to get easy points in transition.
Miles banging his way inside. What a great job 56-year-old Rob Evans has done, a former assistant with Eddie Sutton at Oklahoma State, comes from Ole Miss and has rebuilt the Arizona State program. And the Big 12 Coach of the Year again, Roy Williams, has taken his Jayhawks to a 14th consecutive NCAA appearance, the three-time National Coach of the Year.
Both of these coaches have done an outstanding job this season, and this may be Roy Williams' best coaching job since he left the staff at North Carolina under Dean Smith and came to Lawrence, Kansas. He is without Wayne Simeon, an outstanding sophomore, a guy that gave him 16 points and over 8 rebounds per game, shot over 60% from the field.
Jay, assess the Sun Devils and what they need to do tonight.
Well, what they need to do is try to get the ball inside to Ike Diago, who made a terrific pass there. He probably got away with the walk there, but Curtis Millage, as hot a player as there's been in America, averaging over 21 points per game over his last 14 ball games.
So they got to get it inside. What about Kansas?
Well, Kansas has to continue to rebound the ball, and they punch it inside. That's a tough shot by Nick Collison there, going over the outstretched arms of Tommy Smith. A great shot blocker.
He was a senior from Phoenix. Out of bounds it goes. Last touch by the Sun Devils.
This Kansas team scores about 70-75% of its points off its fast break and its secondary break. When you can keep Kansas into running their half-court sets, you have got a much better chance of beating the Jayhawks.
Here's the sophomore guard, Miles, slipping it inside to Collison, who hits it. And a foul on Arizona State inside. It goes on Tommy Smith, and that is the first on him.
And Kevin, that's an example of the secondary break of Kansas. The initial break not there. Aaron Miles setting a little wing back screen for Nick Collison, and then Collison gets the immediate post up. They get an isolation on the opposite side of the floor. And there is nobody better in America at sealing off deep in the paint than Nick Collison. You can see top 5 all time on the Kansas annals in scoring, rebounding, and block shots. A great player, Nick Collison, off to a good start.
Kansas with their biggest lead. Kirk Heinrich just got a layup inside for Kansas. Arizona State with the miss, and here come the Jayhawks again, leading 13-4. This is their biggest lead so far in the early part of this game.
Kansas has done an outstanding job defensively. They are limiting Arizona State to 1 shot.
Some of you will be going to Duke and Central Michigan at the top of the hour. Collison inside. Redditch was there with the hand and a shove. We also have Chris Osborne in there, who's a senior from Los Angeles. Redditch is defending. Osborne picks up his first. And there he is. There's Nick Collison. I know that Hollis Price won the Big 12 Player of the Year. But there probably is not a great deal of difference between the voting for him and the voting for Nick Collison.
Nick Collison has had an outstanding year, especially considering the fact that he did not have Wayne Simeon throughout most of the season to take pressure off him. Opposing teams could double team Nick Collison down low, and he has had some outstanding performances. Perhaps the best performance all season long by a big guy. 24 points, 23 rebounds against Texas at Allen Fieldhouse.
Sidney will have that shoulder surgery coming up in a couple of weeks. 8 points for Collison. That is a game-high 8. The Jayhawks senior from Iowa Falls, Iowa.
And this Kansas team was a much different ball club with Simeon on the floor because he gave Roy Williams a 4th scorer. Much more difficult to guard with Simeon in there.
Braxton is in now for Arizona State. Smith back in the ball game. Rebound by Collison. And here comes the Jayhawks. 5 of 7 to start the game. This there. And Millage the other way. Arizona State 2 of 8 to start the contest. He drives inside and lost the ball.
Nick Collison averages 18 points per game, over 9 rebounds. He's got every post move in the book. Can score with either hand around the basket. Crafty along the lane. Getting in for the slam after the missed free throw. Never gives up. An outstanding rebounder.
There's a Heinrich foul as he shoves Millage to the floor. And picks up his first of the game. Kansas +2 so far in rebounding, 6-4. And the Jayhawks with a 10-point lead. That is their biggest tonight.
This game will be played at a much faster tempo than Kansas was allowed to play in the opening round game against Utah State.
Intercepted by Collison. A breakaway for Keith Langford from Fort Worth, Texas. And a timeout for Arizona State as the Jayhawks are galloping to a 14-point lead.
Sports exclusive coverage of the Men's Basketball Championship is sponsored by Chevy Trucks, AIG, Michelin, and by McDonald's.
Last time I'm going to look at the arena scoreboard. It is a 12-point Kansas lead, 16-4, the biggest tonight. Nick Collison with 8 points, 2 rebounds, a steal, and an assist. And Jay Billis so far, he has started 3 of 4 from the field.
An efficient big man, and Kansas has really ratcheted up their pressure. They went a little run and jump on the last possession, faking it here with Kirk Heinrich, giving a fake trap to the ball handler, Jason Braxton.
Here's Millage to Smith. 8-0 Kansas run right now. And that'll stop that. Tommy Smith, a senior from Phoenix, for the Sun Devils.
Great
nice
pass.
feed inside. It comes on top and it goes inside Graves with the flush. Collison with the assist.
Just hitting the trailer. Looking down immediately in that high-low on their second line.
There's Redditch working on the smaller Langford. Duke Central Michigan for some of you coming up next. Inside to Smith. Collison defending, and a foul called on Nick Collison.
Let's take a look at this Kansas run and jump. They're in man-to-man with the random trap. The trap going to come from Keith Langford right here. Coming up. And he surprises Jason Braxton. The ball handler comes off Redditch. They rotate. And Braxton coughs the ball up, and Kansas has easy transition the other way.
Here's Smith at the free throw line, a 57% free throw shooter. This is the first NCAA tournament appearance for the Sun Devils since 1995. A drought of 8 seasons. Happy to be here and winning in round 1. Langford takes it and slashing inside for 2.
Right now, Arizona State, their heads are spinning, trying to get back in transition defense. Not doing a very good job.
Braxton the other way. Tipped and Redditch can't get it. Miles ahead. Langford leaping catch. Millage got in the way of that. It's off of Langford and off of Kansas. And the other way they'll go.
Not a very good decision by Aaron Miles. And Roy Williams not at all happy with his point guard from Portland, Oregon. Kansas wants to run when it's there, but they don't want to force it. They have an advantage, can punch the ball inside to Collison or Graves.
Sun Devils 0 of 2 shooting the 3. Kansas hitting their first, and a 3-point attempt right there. No good. And we'll go to the Jayhawks. Follow every play from each game of the NCAA tournament in the Game Center, along with updated scoreboards. CBSSportsline.com or on AOL, and a keyword CBS Sportsline. And a timeout in Oklahoma City. Wednesday on CBS, Survivor is on a special night, and a surprise twist is about to blow the game wide open. Don't miss an exciting all-new Survivor on a special night Wednesday, 8/7 Central on CBS, America's most watched network. Langford on top. Neither team makes a change. They're under 12 to play here in the first half.
Arizona State going to a little zone.
Heinrich outside, hitting a two-point shot.
Heinrich plays at such a good tempo, always under control, incredible speed getting up and down the floor with the ball.
Michael Lee is checked in for the first time for the Jayhawks. Here's Millage with Lee on him. And Smith with Collison guarding. And wheels around him. Lee with the rebound. Heinrich, who has started 3 of 3. Langford down the baseline. Collides with Diago in a foul.
Kansas just continues to put the pressure on, first defensively and then with their break, forcing Arizona State to get back quickly and try to cover up. And Ike Diago not at all happy having to waste a foul in order to stop an easy opportunity for Keith Langford.
His second foul.
Langford had a terrific ball game against Utah State. And Kirk Heinrich was struggling. It was Keith Langford that stepped forward with 22 points.
That's it right there. He's now got 5. Collison with 8. Those are the 2 leaders for the Jayhawks.
See Keith Langford's numbers from last year, where he came in as a freshman and blended in with the veteran team that included Jeff Boschee and Drew Gooden. One of the top 2 or 3 teams in the country last year. I thought heading into the NCAA tournament, Kansas was the best team in America.
Kenny Crandall checking in now for the Sun Devils. Approaching 11 to play in the first half. Lee down the baseline.
Michael Lee has really improved. With the absence of Wayne Simeon, Lee, as well as Jeff Graves, has had to play extended minutes. And he has really done a solid job.
Crandall listening from outside. Kicking it out to Dodge. Shot clock did not reset, so it's at 20 seconds. Millage lasers it over to Crandall. And a foul.
Foul on Jeff Graves, trying to keep Ike Diago from getting that low post position. He has his arms draped all over him.
So Graves has 2 fouls. Timeout taken. That is 77% shooting for Kansas and 23% shooting for Arizona State. What is Kansas doing right, except for hitting all their shots?
Well, they came out really strong defensively, especially in the half court, and they've really made it difficult on Arizona State to run any offense. And Kansas has gotten into their running game, something at the beginning of the game we said that they had to do in order to be effective, and they've done an absolutely stellar job of it.
They go inside. Diago double team. Drake with defenders. Brian Nash now in for the first time. Collison gobbles up the rebound. Here comes the speedy Heinrich. Weaving and driving, and Millage pokes it away from behind.
And only the quickness of Curtis Millage to get behind Collison and poke that ball away, or behind Heinrich and poke that ball away, saved another layup. This Kansas team gets the ball down court so quickly, whether after a make or a miss. They run every day in practice, work on their break and their secondary break. It's almost like the power sweep that the Green Bay Packers used to run. You know it's coming. The question is, can you stop it?
Yeah, how do you stop it? Exactly. There's Langford. Shot clock down to 15. The spin move inside. Pretty play.
The lefty can get to the basket on absolutely anyone.
Uncanny ability to get to the rim.
Kansas 16-4 in the paint over Arizona State. Duke and Central Michigan coming up next. Inside Smith. Rebound by Crandall. On top to Dodd and Millage.
Collison had Diago blocked out, but Diago able to keep that ball alive and then get an angle
as the ball was passed to the wing.
Diago's got 4. Ryan Nash torn away by Diago.
Nash has to be stronger with the ball there.
Heinrich delivered a beautiful pass. He got to finish or at least get fouled.
Diago on top. Millage across the lane, then down and tipped up and in by an uncovered and unblocked out Ike Diago.
The speed of Curtis Millage, a left-hander, but he loves to go right. You have to sit on his right hand. Kansas did not do that, and he beat him middle.
Collison rams his way and steamrolls Kyle Dodd. A foul on Nick Collison. That is the second on him. Graves has 2, and the third member of our team is Dwayne Ballin.
Kevin, Charlene Taylor is in attendance tonight. This is the mother of Keith Langford of Kansas. She is also his toughest critic. She gives him nothing at all. She played basketball herself in college. She was a forward at Texas Arlington. She's 6'1". Keith did not beat her one-on-one until he was in high school, guys.
That's out of bounds. Arizona State turnover.
Isn't it a prerequisite, Dwayne, for a Roy Williams player? If he's going to recruit you, you have to be able to beat your mom.
I looked at Keith when he said that to me, and he stepped back and he said, "Hey, mom is big." And she's really serious.
And obviously good. There's Graves against Diagu. Nash, Lee, Graves, Miles, Heinrich out there. Small lineup for the Jayhawks. Miles, Dodd is on him.
Dodd, a very good position defender. Aaron Miles, not a particularly good shooter, and Nash just leaned into that screen. He just has to stand there, let the ball handler use the screen.
Number 33, Ryan Nash of Kansas.
That's a foul Roy Williams can live with, but Nash just leaning out to get a piece of Dodd, and Dodd trying to get this team a little bit more emotional. They started out a little bit flat, and Kansas knocked them back on their heels.
Jamal Hill comes in for the first time with Dodd, Diagu, Millage, and Knight. That sets the players on the floor. And a foul called on Arizona State. It's on Millage for the first time.
We'll go against Millage. He was guarded very closely by Kirk Heinrich, who was not allowing him to free himself.
And he just pushed off.
Sophomore Aaron Miles from Portland, Oregon. Heinrich down the lane and into Millage. Rebound Heinrich. Fresh 35 to the three. Good! Kirk Heinrich has had a terrific start to this game. A game-high 10 points and 4 of 5 from the field, including 2 3-point hits.
Kirk Heinrich is about half of Kansas's three-point production. He's made 76 of their 159 three-point attempts.
Greg Gumbel in New York. Kansas running roughshod over the Sun Devils of Arizona State at the moment. 30-12 is the score. We'll keep you updated on what happens in Oklahoma City. But right now, you're headed for Salt Lake City for the tip of Central Michigan against the Duke Blue Devils. Let's send you there and join Dick Enberg, Matt Gukas, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. By a score of 69-45, under 12.5 to play in the second half. Let's go to Kevin Harlan and Jay Billis.
Jayhawks with their largest lead of the game right now. 12-22 to play in the second half. Arizona State coach Rob Evans just got slapped with the tee. Jayhawks have 4 in double figures. Nick Collison with 19. Langford with 15. Heinrich with 14 points. And 2 in double figures for Arizona State. Smith with 13 and Ike Diagu with 10. Kansas shooting 63% from the floor.
You can see Rob Evans going after one of the officials right here out on the floor, which is an automatic technical foul right now. I think the referee would have run right past it had Rob not gone after him verbally as well. But the referees have been instructed that bench decorum is going to be a point of emphasis. Great pass.
What a pass by Collison into Heinrich, counted for 2 and a foul on the Sun Devils. As Kansas is buzzsawing right through this 10th seed from the Pac-10. Arizona State had cut it to 49-37. Kansas on a huge run.
The ball goes inside, and Heinrich takes advantage of the overplay. Arizona State playing denial defense, and when they do that,
the immediate backdoor cut. Nick Collison, a very good passer, able to deliver the bounce pass to the guard with the great hands and finish.
Turnover for the Sun Devils. Heinrich drives inside and hits it.
When Heinrich has an angle, he takes advantage of it.
I think you'd say Kansas has it in cruise control at this point. 75-45, 11:55 to play in the second half. Now, 2 other games played earlier today had to be seen to be believed. We'll start with the game in Salt Lake City. Gonzaga and Arizona will pick it up late in the second half. Dick Enberg, Matt Gukas, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
3-point deficit staring at Gonzaga, and Steph is their shooter. And he fires. Rattles out.
Easy for a three-point shot. That's a moot point right now.
Gardner misses, so it's a two-point game with 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Step with the ball. They run out at him. And he fires the three to win it. The rebound to Skinner. Goes down. It counts. It counts. And we go to overtime. Oh, my. Goes into Fox. He scores. Seconds, 9 seconds. Walton backs in and scores with 4.7 seconds. Step with 3, with 2. He shoots, and Arizona. Anderson saying, start doing something. And Sotomayor does not lose it out of bounds, and Gonzaga can't believe it. No, it's overruled. John Fogerty from the far side saw it differently and overrules. 16, 15, 14 seconds to go. Gonzaga trails by 1. Double overtime. Step with the ball. Inside to Fox. Outside. Way off the mark is Skinner. Step gets it back. 1 second to go. Misses. Arizona is going to the Sweet 16.
Well, this a great effort by both teams. It was like neither team was willing to give this thing up. I thought Gonzaga did a great job. Step was unbelievable. I mean, it seemed like every time they needed a big bucket, he came through. But I'm proud of our guys with the effort they put in too.
How's this for performance? Arizona, Sweet 16 team for the 6th time in the past 8 years. You saw Mark Few clapping his hands in defeat. I can't imagine fans that are more crushed than Gonzaga's team.